time, welcome to pastime. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. We're in Concord, North Carolina at the world-famous Z-Max Dragway, and I got a couple $1,000s to give away, and we got a rowdy crowd in the house because, ladies and gentlemen, we just brought out the big guns to go against our big gun, Ken Herring. Let's meet our contestants. Greg Anderson, Concord, North Carolina. How you doing, Greg?
I'm doing great.
Three-time NHRA Pro Stock champion, 57 NHRA national event wins, and 6th in the NHRA all-time.
You know what I call that? A good start.
Jason Line Wright, Minnesota. Long way from Minnesota.
I actually live here in Troutman, North Carolina.
2006 NHRA Pro Stock champion. 2004 NHRA Road to the Future Award winner.
Stock Eliminator World Champion.
Stock Eliminator World Champion.
That was a really long time ago.
Wow. Hey, thank you guys for coming out. And of course, the man who the NHRA banned from the sport because he just wins so much. Ken Herring, Tyler, Texas. Texas Chassis Works.
Standing up here with 2 Pro Stock champions, how much better does it get finally?
What about pressure?
Definitely pressure.
And of course, the NHRA's Woman of the Year, Paige. She's doing the good job. She brings up all these drivers in the cars. All right, guys, you know how this works. Not only are you playing against each other, but you're playing against the master of disaster. You feeling confident?
No.
Let me see you. Greg, Jason, put your hands out. Let me see. Steady as can be. All right, guys, let's go. Let's bring up our first driver.
Track guys.
Yep. How you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
What's your name?
Scott Portrait.
Where do you work, Scott?
Right here at Z-Max.
That's right, I can tell. Tell me about your car.
2000 Z28, stock internal car. It's got a Vigilante stall in it, long tube headers, catback exhaust.
All right, Greg.
How many times you been down this racetrack with that?
Quite a few.
Jason?
Have you ever chassis dynoed it?
330 to the tires.
Okay.
And Ken Herring.
6-speed?
Automatic.
Okay. You ready to make a pass for us?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you're opening the show.
I know.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
Well, Mr. Greg, besides all the wonderful things I mentioned, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm getting old. I got a decent run going this year on the Full Throttle Series, but I've yet to win a race. I'm over 2009. It's the longest I've ever started a season like that.
It's early, Greg, early.
I just got them right where I want them right now. All under the sleep.
Awesome. All right, first of our $100 passes. Everybody is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken Herring with the 13:20, Jason with the 13:10, and Greg missing a decimal point, but that's all right.
He said I didn't need it.
A
He was wrong.
12:20. Birdouts never lie. Boy, it is a good-looking car, too, man.
Clean.
I'm in the wrong business. I need to start working at Z-Max. First of our $100 passes.
Great.
12-11. Bam!
That's my first win of the year.
It's Greg's first win of the year. Bam!
Who would have thought that?
Who'd have thunk?
Greg sitting on $100. Jason sitting on 0, and Ken sitting on 0. Let's meet our next driver. Sporting the ponytail. Man means business. How are you, sir?
Pretty good.
What's your name?
Wesley Fisher.
Wesley, tell me about your ride.
One and on Pinks with a bunch of buddies of mine and his son driving, and just been having a good time with the car. Little 383, no got, just a mile little piece.
It sounds a little bit more mild to me, but Greg.
What do you figure that car weighs?
Probably about 3,400 pounds with me in it.
Jason.
What kind of gear ratio?
373.
Ken Herring.
You got nitrous on it?
It's not here, it's at home.
Okay.
You ready to make a pass for us?
Love it.
Thanks for coming out, buddy. Nice car. Well, Mr. Jason, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I grew up in Minnesota as a drag race fan my whole life. Moved down here to work on a NASCAR team. Worked for Joe Gibbs for 5 years. Was lucky enough to get hired by Greg and got to drive a Pro Stock car.
Can't beat it, can you?
Now it's as good as it gets.
And of course, the pinnacle of your career.
Here at Z-Max, racing against Ken.
That's a good answer.
$100 pass, gentlemen. Greg is locked in. Jason is locked in. Ken Herring is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken Herring with the 12.75, Jason with an 11.75, and Greg with the 12.50. Well, here we go. There we go. $100 pass. Let's see what 1146.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, winner, chicken for dinner. Bam, big man. Give me a boom. Cash is good. Greg sitting on $100. Jason just joined the game on $100. And Ken Herring, he's going to join the game shortly, sitting on $0.
Working on
Let's
it.
bring up our next driver.
That's a nice commercial.
Z28 action. Come over here, I won't bite you. Yeah.
Right.
What's your name?
Art Wittig.
Art, tell me about that Z28.
1970 Camaro, big block Chevy, Power Glide, full exhaust, factory interior.
Greg.
Any power adders?
Not tonight.
How many times you done this?
Quite a few times.
Ken Herring.
Cubic inch was a motor.
He got me on that one. 565.
Yeah.
Just a pump gas motor.
Pump gas. You ready to make a pump gas pass?
Sure.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming out. Here we go. Could get a little three-way tie going on up there on the board, Ken.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Last of our $100 passes. Greg is already locked in. Ken Herring is locked in. Just waiting on Minnesota. Did I say that all right, Jason?
Close enough.
Jason is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken Herring with the 1020. Jason with the 1025. And Greg with an 1140.
I hope he spins the tire.
I hope he spins just a little bit.
Just a little.
Nice burnout.
That's cool. Nice little cup.
Last of our $100 passes.
Get a tire rubbing the fender well all the way down.
Wow. Three-way tie, big man. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a three-way tie. Ken, Jason, and Greg all sitting on $100. Folks, we're getting into round number 2. We brought out the big guns, so make sure you come back. Folks, welcome back to Pastime. Got a three-way tie going up there on the board. We're getting into round number 2. That means the jack is going up. Let's meet our next driver. How are you, man?
Pretty good. Very good. How about yourself?
You don't look too happy.
No, I'm good. I wasn't happy with that last run, but
What's your name?
I'm Jerry.
You weren't driving in that last run,
No,
right?
that's my brother. My 10-year-old twin brother.
Well, you show him up now.
I'm going to try.
Tell me about your ride.
69 Chevelle, bone stock, suspension, full interior, full exhaust, street car. Andy Jensen built 555.
I only got one question.
Well, hold on. Let's go to Greg first.
I got one. Is it as fast as your brother's car?
I have no idea.
That was my question.
You want another question there, Greg?
What's rear end you're in it?
12 bolt 411s.
Jason?
What kind of converter is that?
I believe it's a 10-inch converter. Trans specialty is
Then that's a Turbo 400?
turbo 400.
And Ken Herring.
Say Andy Jensen built it?
Yeah.
There's no turbo on it then, right?
Nope.
All right. You ready to show up your brother?
We'll see. We'll see what we can do.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot. Let's have a good pass. Well, he really is angry. I think there's going to be a little family feud down there. Is his brother still down there? Get up! Leave! Quick! First of our $200 passes. Greg is already locked in. Bam! Jason is locked in. Rumor has it you guys might have been practicing a little bit in the tower. And weren't doing too good.
We weren't doing too
I
good
wouldn't
either.
call that practice.
Glad it was practice.
Ken Herring is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken Herring with the 10:05. Jason with the 10:15. And wow, Greg with the 10:26.
Gonna come down to quality of run here.
He doesn't kick the rods on it before he gets up there.
You ready?
Like a blow stock burning out.
Yeah.
First of our $200 passes.
I think it has no cage in it at all. That's what bothered me a little.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's fast. Gotta be.
I think he's faster than his brother.
Yeah, we know it. He's mad. He's chasing after his brother. Oh, a 10:01. Almost on the nose. Ken, bam! Greg sitting on $100. Jason sitting on $100. And Ken Herring sitting on $300. Let's bring up our next driver. All right, Jason and Greg, you've seen the show, so this is our combo round. This is where I'm going to bring up two cars. You got to give me one combined time. How are you at math, Jason?
Not good.
Got a calculator.
How you doing? What's your name?
David Lovato Jr.
Dave, you got a little pink all out hat out there going?
Yeah.
U.S. Submarine Force. Are you a submariner?
3.5 years on a fast attack out of San Diego, California.
Wow. Fast attack.
Fast attack. I'd tell you more, but I'd have to kill you.
That's all right. Tell him then.
No. Tell me about your truck.
It's a 2002 Ford Lightning, 5.4 liter, just a cold air induction is all it's got, and a Eaton supercharger, which is stock.
No torpedoes?
No torpedoes.
All right. What's your name?
William Harley.
How you doing, Will?
Good.
Tell me about the Mustang.
93 LX. It's got heads and cam and long tube headers.
Okay, Greg, David or Will?
David, have you ever run that thing down a quarter mile before?
No, sir. I've ran the 1/8 mile probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Jason, David or Will?
Will, have you ran this car before?
Yeah, 3 times.
You ever chassis down on it?
Yeah.
How much power does it make?
They say 260 to the ground. I don't believe it. I believe it's more.
Okay. David or Will, kid?
Will. Doesn't have any nitrous on it, does it?
No.
Okay.
No nitrous.
If you don't let him win, he might torpedo you.
Right, I know. He told me.
All right, gentlemen, shake hands and come out swinging. Here we go. No crazy Ivans. Combo round, $200. Greg is locked in.
I don't know.
Ken Herring, who doesn't know, is locked in. Jason is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Combo round worth $200. Ken Herring with the 26.26. Gotta be kidding me. Jason with the 28.25.
Go ahead and put a 6
And
on the
Greg
end of
with
that.
the 26.20. Hey, Greg, tell me a little bit about the team you race for, Summit.
Absolutely awesome. The best outfit you could possibly know, work for, drive for, buy from. They are just 100% the best outfit out there.
Thank you, buddy. Here we go, folks. Combo round. Whoa!
Jason. Yeah, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That's you, Jason.
Bam! Big Jason. Show us the gun. Give me a little Doug. Show him the gun boats. That's right. Bring in the gun boats, folks. Greg sitting on $100. Jason sitting on $300. And Ken Herring sitting on $300. Let's bring up our last $200 pass.
Dirty Mo. If it ain't out there, we know what
Quick
it is.
call to Raymond.
Yeah, I know it.
Just come on now. Stop conferring. What's your name?
Jonathan Surratt.
Jonathan, good looking car.
Thanks.
Tell me about it.
Small block. What else you need to know?
All you got.
Stock suspension. You got an anti-roll bar. Power glide. We got 3260.
Greg?
What kind of power?
Probably 600.
That might get me down the track. Mike?
Nice.
Jason?
What kind of transmission?
8-inch.
Ken Herring.
Any nitrous on it?
Not today. All horsepower.
All right.
You want to say hello to anybody at home?
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
Big man, good man. Ken Herring locked in. Bam, boom. The Summit boys taking a little look. Greg is locked
Hey,
in.
this one, boys. Be easy on me.
Put you in a 3-way tie there. And Jason is locked in. Let's take a look at those times.
God.
Ken Herring with a 10:51.
What are you doing down there?
Jason with an 11:44 and Greg with a 10:50.
Hey, I hit a 50 in and I backed it up and put a 1 on it. I think I might make a little power.
You're okay.
Now that is a pro stock burnout there. I'm a baby hook.
Here we go, folks. Last of our $200 passes.
Slow down just a little.
Come on, baby. Oh, 10:34. Bang! Greg! Wow! Cameraman, get a shot of that ring. He just broke my knuckles. Look at that thing. Booyah! All right, folks, we got a 3-way tie. Ken, Jason, and Greg all sitting on $300. Folks, it's past time. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back, getting into round number 3. That means the jack is going up. So welcome Welcome back to Pastime, getting into round number 3. That means the jack is going up. Greg, Jason, and Ken all sitting on $300. These guys are tough, huh?
We're tied. That's good, though.
Let's meet our next driver.
Just turbo.
Yeah, Grand National. Yeah.
Clean car. Thanks for coming out. What's your name?
Lyle Barnett,
Tell me about your car, Lyle.
1987 Buick Type T, got a V6 with a turbo.
How long you had it?
It's actually not mine, it's owned by Tommy Kirk. He owns our race shop, so
He just said, hey, you know what? I'm going to loan you the car.
yeah, why not?
Greg,
Your race shop, huh? Obviously, you've done this before.
Yes, sir.
How many times down a quarter mile you figure with that car?
This will be the first time in that car.
Okay, but your buddy quite a few times.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Jason,
How much power does it make?
Around 550,
Ken Herring.
How much boost?
around 19 pounds.
Okay.
You ready to make a pass for
Yes,
it?
sir.
Give me a little pound. Bam, here we go. First of our $300 passes. And license plate says 1 quick 6.
Doesn't?
Yep. Ken Herring already locked in. Big Jason locked in. Greg Anderson locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken Herring with an 1195. Jason with an 1101 and with a 1090. Greg Anderson.
At least he's on you and not me now.
Oh, listen to that turbo.
That thing sounds pretty good, actually.
That turbo.
Yeah, we could be in deep doo-doo here.
Oh,
Well, I'm hoping he just spins the tires or something.
Deep doo-doo. Well, here we go, folks.
It's got a hairdryer on it. It's gonna go fast.
uh-oh. You don't look like he knows how to stage. Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great.
You were lazy in low gear, but she's going now.
1113. Did you want me to give it to Greg? I'm just checking. Cash is good. Boom.
I'm starting to like this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Anderson sitting on $300. Big Jason sitting on $600. And Ken Herring sitting on $300. Let's bring up the last of our $300 passes.
Pretty racy.
If Jason gets this, me and you are out.
How you doing, big man?
Pretty good about yourself.
What's your name?
Alan Nichols.
Alan, tell me about that car. Looks nice.
It's a 65 Chevelle Super Sport Malibu.
Yep.
It's got a 362 small block. It's got 583 gears, 200 shot of nitrous.
Greg?
What do you figure that car weighs?
About 2,900 with me in it.
Okay.
Jason?
What kind of trans?
It's a Power Glide.
Like 8-inch converter?
Yeah.
Ken Herring?
With cylinder heads on it.
That I don't know. I've only owned the car about 2 months. I've only made 5 passes in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Make a good pass for us.
Man.
Last of our $300 passes. Greg's already locked in. What are you looking for, Jason?
I'm just looking.
Ken Herring is locked in.
Me and Greg are done if he gets this.
Jason got a few fans in the crowd. You shipped the whole family in? Everybody's locked in?
I have a couple friends, you know.
All right, well, good man.
2.
A 1020 for Ken. Jason with a 999 and Greg with a 1080.
I don't know. I hope he remembers to turn the bottle on. Come on, baby. First.
There's what you think. He knows what he's doing. Let's watch this pass. Only on speed.
Well, there's an office. Oh, and it's cutting up. Let it cut up a little more. Oh, no. That's going to be Greg. That's Greg. It is you by default, Greg.
When we have a catastrophic failure or no time, it goes to the slowest person up there on the board. And Greg, look at Greg.
We don't ever hope for a bad pass.
We don't. But good man there, Greg. Bam! Cash is good.
man.
Ken Herring sitting on $300. He's still in it. Jason and Greg both tied with $600. Folks, it's pastime. We're getting into our last round, our last pass. Make sure you don't go anywhere because we got more pastime coming up. But in the meantime, our resident expert Ken Herring wants to say a little something special to you. All right, guys, here's my idea for a new Z-Max micro lubricant oil commercial. Page, aircraft carrier, chinchilla fur coat. Ken?
Brett, you don't need all that. Just tell people Z-Max Micro Lubricant is not an oil additive. It's a pure micro lubricating oil that works with your oil.
But I got you coming in on a helicopter.
Look,
Guns
Brett.
blazing.
Z-Max Micro Lubricant small size lets it soak into the pores of the metal.
Well, what about the laser beams, the tanks, the cannons?
How about this? Z-Max Micro Lubricant makes good oil work better.
All right, folks, welcome back to Pastime. It's been a hell of of a show. It's the last pass of the night. Let's do a little math. Greg Anderson sitting on $600. Did you have a good time?
I'm having a good time.
Big man Jason sitting on $600. How you doing, man?
I'll be having a better time if I win.
And Ken Herring sitting on $300. Now listen, guys, if you hit this $500, you win the whole shebang. And Ken Herring, you win this $500, put you at $800, and then the Summit Brothers got to pay you.
There we go.
We always save a little something special for last, and this one's really special. Here we go.
Oh, no. What the?
Casey Mears.
Casey Mears.
Oh, boy. He might hit something. You never know.
Mr. Jack Daniels. How you doing, Casey?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
If you want to go to prom, this is the ride, isn't it?
This is the ride, absolutely. It's got 4 seats for the other couple in the back. It'll be ready to go. It's got a twin-turbo LS7 in it. They make anywhere from about 1,250 to 1,300 horsepower. It's got dirt tires on it. No telling what it's going to do.
Greg.
What do you figure that thing weighs, Casey?
About 2,900 pounds.
Jason.
What kind of transmissions it got?
It's a sequential box, 5-speed.
Ken Herring, final question of the night.
And how much was that thing?
Probably 150 to close to 2, depending on what you get in them.
Hey, man, Casey, thanks so much for coming out. We appreciate it, and have a a good pass for us.
Thank you guys. We'll see what it does.
Oh,
grief.
How do you know?
I just close my eyes and punch buttons.
You're already locked in there, Ken.
I'm guessing it's kind of going to go down the track somewhat.
Everybody is locked in. Jason and Greg, thank you guys so much for coming out.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Look at that.
Ken Herring with the 1225. Jason with the 12 flat. And Greg with the 12 flat. When this happens, we go on reaction time. So after the pass, we're going to find out who chimed in first, and that's going to be the winner in case you guys get close.
Killing me on reaction time all year.
She's got some beans.
Yeah. Hey, folks, you want to be on pastime like Casey Mears or Greg Anderson? SpeedTV.com. Come on and do it.
I'm hoping he just spins it all over the place.
Casey Mears is my new favorite cup driver.
Here we go, folks, for all the marbles. Come on, baby. It's coming down to the Summit Brothers, and I got to see who chimed in first. Now, I'm going to go up to the box in the sky, and they're going to tell me who had the quicker reaction time. Bang! Big Jason! The winner! Cash is good. One final pound there, big man. Greg, Ken, I'm sorry. You got to pay the man. Folks, it's past time. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. I'm Brett Wagner for Ken Herring and Paige. Concord, North Carolina, Z-Max Dragway. We'll see you next time.
You are the man.
I'm the lucky man tonight.